This is the city of Narvik in Norway. It's the northernmost city in the region that has a train station. As far ahead as we can see, all the way down past Lofoten and Bodø to Trondheim. It's raining cats and dogs, and surely, facing the rain, it's not the end of the world. This trip is about challenging ourselves.
But it's also about having a good time, enjoying life, and giving ourselves the freedom to do exactly what we want to do.
And we can't change the weather, but we can change our minds. So we open up the map and the forecast. And this time we zoom out.
Look at it in a bigger perspective.
And we make a new plan. Step 1. We need to get out of Steinfjord.
The weather here in the Arctic normally changes very quickly.
We learned that back in Tromsø.
Clouds race in a couple of minutes. Temperature drops 10 degrees. Heavy rain arrives.
And then an hour later, it's beautiful weather. But not these days.
Nothing seems to be changing.
This is it. This is what we got. So we put away the forecast and we go outside to look at the sky. We're looking for a small hole in the clouds so we can get going without getting soaked immediately. It takes a couple of hours, and then we're lucky. The rain eases off. We start out by going through the same tunnel we came from just 2 days earlier. This time we need to go uphill. But at least it's dry in here. We go up this massive hill. And then back down from that massive hill. We arrive in a small village called Gryllefjord. In Gryllefjord, it's time for step 2. Take the ferry to Andenes on the neighboring island Andøya. We meet a group of fellow bikepackers while we're waiting for the ferry. They have had a couple of rough days in the rain as well. The fact that we're not the only ones struggling helps us weed out the doubt that inevitably arises when you change your plans. This feels right. Step 3. Meet up with Warm Showers host.
My name is Bruna. I live here in Andenes in Vesterålen, and I'm right by the ferry between Senja and Andenes, which is part of the Eurovelo 1. So I get a lot of cyclists coming through here, and because of Warm Showers, I'm able to offer them a place to stay and a warm shower. I get a bit of company. I get to hear about their experiences while they're here. And yeah, it's super nice.
She helps us with all the wet clothes. She gives us a bed. Yeah, this is pretty nice.
Rona really is a great host, and she has accepted 2 more bikers to stay at her place tonight. We'll check in with them in the morning.
My name is Fabian and I'm 22 years old. I'm from Switzerland.
My name is Mirko. I'm from Berlin. I took a sabbatical.
I quit my job to cycle.
This is great, meeting fellow bike travelers.
I cycled from Switzerland with my sister up to North Cape.
I started at the 9th of May in Berlin with my brother. Traveled all the way through Sweden, a little bit of Finland, then to Norway and then to the North Cape.
These guys have been on the road for a long time. There's a lot to learn here from experienced bikers.
My wheel bearing is broken. It's the second time and I think it's too much weight. There are some things I don't use. This instead of this. And there's another bag of things I don't use.
And as we're speaking right now, the sun seems to be coming out.
Ah yeah, finally rain is stopping.
How much do you think? 3 kilos?
Yeah. 5, almost 5.
Die schwere Silke.
Wow. He is bringing a lot of stuff.
We have the kitchen here, pot and water filter. Here's my gear, camera and charger. This is my closet. This is my sleeping area, tent. And here's my refrigerator with a lot of food.
I asked him if I could try and lift it, and he said, sure, you can try.
Yesterday, after I went through the potholes, I told her I love her because she survived without any damage.
Our setup weighs maybe half of this.
So excessive weight won't cause any breakdowns, that's for sure.
But do we have everything we need for an entire year of traveling? Time will tell.
This is gonna be a perfect day for biking. So we hug Rune goodbye.
Bare hyggeligt.
And prepare for step 4. Do a beautiful ride in amazing weather.
Oh, Norway, I love you.
Finally, it's time to camp. We have been looking forward to this since the beginning of the trip. And we have found a beautiful place to put up the tent, right by the fjords.
This was not the good night's sleep I need after a long day on the bike. I really want to be the person who likes sleeping in a tent. Because I like the nature, I like being out there, I like waking up looking at the nature. It's not like I'm ready to give up on the whole idea of sleeping in the tent. At least not yet. We find out there's a campsite nearby and they have a coffee machine. A little energized, I feel ready for step 5.
Ride to the city of Sortland. We get on the bikes early at 6 in the morning. And while we enjoy the tranquility of early morning,
we keep step 5.5 in mind. Stop and smell the flowers. This is very important. We see a lot of beauty riding through the landscapes. But sometimes it's nice to stop and spend some time just taking it all in. And while we're at it, we help out this poor guy. I don't know how he ended up on the wrong side of the fence. But he was very happy getting back to the family. We also stop and pet these cute piggies.
I do.
We save a bird.
I think it got whirled around by a car passing, and it was just sitting there in the middle of the road.
We hugged her gently, and it seemed to help, so eventually she flew away.
After a full day of riding and smelling flowers, we stop at a cafe to get some fuel and reflect a little on this dramatic change in weather. Should we just ditch new plan and stay here in Norway for the rest of our lives?
No.
No, it's a trick. As soon as we decide to stay, it's gonna start raining again.
And, joke aside, the forecast is saying it's going to rain again soon.
In Sortland, we check in to a very nice hotel and treat Didi to a great night's sleep.
And by the way, the breakfast here in Norway, it's amazing.
Step 6. Ride to Lødingen. Spend the night at a campsite right next to the harbor.
Tent. Take 2. I'm optimistic.
In the morning, get the ferry to Bonus. In Bonus, we wait 20 minutes and get one more ferry to Skarberget. In Skarberget, we need to get a bus because the only connection is a freeway that we're not allowed to bike on. Finally, we arrive in Narvik for the last stage of the plan. Get on the train to Luleå in Sweden.
That's right, we are leaving Norway.
This changes everything.
Skärselden har smält is som bit i själen. Underbar befrielse. Min darling, ingenting är ju så farligt som du tror när du vill riva allt.